When we visited Cozumel, Mexico on Mariner of the Seas, we decided to skip the Royal Caribbean excursions and instead spend the day at Paradise Beach Club. We booked everything ourselves, took a taxi from the cruise port, and spent the day enjoying the beach, the pool, the food, the drinks, and everything this place had to offer. But after spending an entire day here, would we come back? Well, the answer might surprise you. Because while we had a good time, I don't think that Paradise Beach is for everyone. And by the end of this video, I'll break down every part of the experience and give an honest score out of 10. This was actually our first time visiting Cozumel, and before the cruise, I spent way too much time researching what we should do. Royal Caribbean offered several excursions that looked fantastic. In particular, I was intrigued by some of the beach options, including the newer Cuza Beach experience, but I wanted to try something a little different. I looked for a beach club that had good reviews, decent value, and an atmosphere from where people from multiple ships could all come together. After reading countless reviews and watching YouTube videos, Paradise Beach kept appearing again and again. Cozumel is one of the busiest cruise stops in the world. Over the years, dozens of beach clubs have sprung up to cater to cruise passengers. Some are known for partying, some are known for luxury, some are known for peace and quiet. And three names seem to come up over and over again: Paradise Beach, Mr. Sanchos, and Nachi Cocom. Paradise Beach seemed like the middle ground, not too wild, not too quiet, and not outrageously expensive, so that's what we chose. I actually booked our tickets ahead of time through Get Your Guide. I found the prices were reasonable, and I liked having everything arranged before we even boarded the ship. And to be honest, for these cruise beach locations, you have to almost always have your reservation beforehand, or else you're not guaranteed a spot. We purchased the all-inclusive package, which included food and drinks. I'll put the exact cost of what we paid up on the screen, including taxi costs, because I know that's one of the biggest questions people have. And overall, booking ahead gave us peace of mind and made the day very simple. Getting there could not have been easier. We got off Mariner of the Seas, we walked through the cruise terminal area and quickly found the taxi stand. Within minutes, we were on our way. The drive itself was easy and fairly short, and before long, we arrived at Paradise Beach Club. Honestly, from a logistical standpoint, this may have been one of the easiest days we've done in port. Our first impression: beautiful. The water was gorgeous. Palm trees, beach chairs, music playing, a huge pool, people laughing and having fun. It definitely felt like a vacation. But something became obvious almost immediately. This place was busy, and I mean busy. Lots of people, lots of chairs, lots of activity. And if you're imagining some secluded luxury resort experience, I think it's important to set expectations right now. That's really not what Paradise Beach is. I think Paradise Beach is best described as a really fun beach bar with a beautiful setting. It's casual, it's social, it's lively. And because people from multiple cruise ships all come here, the atmosphere changes every day. Some people were quietly enjoying lunch and listening to music provided by the resort. But we also had a group from the Carnival ship nearby who absolutely brought the party. They had their own speaker, they were singing, they were dancing, twerking, laughing, yelling, and generally making everybody else know that they were having a good time. Honestly, it was entertaining. I actually felt that it lifted the mood and was fun to watch. But I think it's important to know that if your number one priority is tranquility, romance, or an upscale atmosphere, this probably isn't the place. Paradise Beach is much more about the fun than luxury. At this point, I should probably admit something else. We're not really beach people. I don't particularly enjoy sitting outside in 95-degree weather with humidity at 100% while slowly baking in the sun. And that's exactly what it felt like most of the day. In fact, it was actually kind of a welcome surprise when it started to pour rain and kind of cool things off for a few minutes, only to be disappointed when the sun came back out and then we started to feel like we were in a steam bath. So for me personally, laying on the beach wasn't really the highlight. What I enjoyed most was sitting at the bar, talking to people, having drinks, and just soaking in the atmosphere. Ironically, I enjoyed the social aspect of Paradise Beach much more than the beach itself. The all-inclusive package included food and drinks, and overall, I thought everything was perfectly fine. Nothing was bad, but nothing blew me away. The drinks were probably the strongest part of the package. Service was overall fine, the staff worked hard, and considering how packed the place was, they really did a nice job keeping everything moving. The food was decent, the drinks were solid, and I thought the all-inclusive package provided a fair value. There was certainly plenty to do. The large pool area, the beach itself, the floating water park with kids climbing and jumping everywhere, kayaks, paddleboards, plenty of music, and plenty of activity. And families especially seem to be having an incredible time. So even though we aren't huge beach people, I could definitely understand why so many people enjoy this place. Now let's break everything down. I would give the beach a 7 out of 10. The water was beautiful, but honestly, the beach itself was quite small and didn't really live up to what I had imagined. There were a lot of people, chairs packed together, and it never really felt like that postcard perfect tropical escape. The food I would give a 6 out of 10. Perfectly acceptable, but nothing really stood out. I wouldn't come here specifically for the food. But the drinks I'd give an 8 out of 10. That's probably one of the highlights. Good variety and plenty of options. The service was a 7 out of 10. The staff worked hard, it was hot, and overall, we were well taken care of. But because the resort was so busy, it really didn't feel particularly personalized. For overall value, I would give it a 7 out of 10. I thought it was reasonably priced, and I don't regret spending the money. But I also didn't leave feeling like I had discovered some unbelievable bargain. For luxury, I would give it a 4 out of 10. This definitely is not luxury, and I don't think it's trying to be. If you're looking for exclusivity and upscale vibes, there are probably better options. Crowding, 4 out of 10. This place was packed. And because guests from multiple cruise ships are all mixed together, you really don't know what kind of atmosphere you're going to get on any given day. And that leads to relaxation, a 4 out of 10. Personally, relaxation wasn't one of the strengths of this experience. Between the crowds, the heat, and all the activity, it never really felt peaceful. Overall atmosphere, this one really depends on what you're looking for. If you love people watching, music and energy, and a fun social environment, then this might be an 8 out of 10. But if you're looking for peace, quiet, and a romantic upscale vibe, I think this probably would be closer to a 4 out of 10. So would we come back? Honestly, probably not, and I don't mean that negatively. We had a good time, we enjoyed ourselves, and I'm glad we experienced it. I think Paradise Beach delivered exactly what we paid for, but Cozumel has so many beach clubs that I think next time I'd rather try something different. Maybe Mr. Sanchos? Probably more like Cuza Beach Club on Royal Caribbean. Maybe one of the other upscale options, but Paradise Beach wasn't bad, not even close. In fact, I'd recommend it to plenty of people. I just don't think it was so amazing that I personally feel the need to come back again. I think Paradise Beach is perfect for families, groups, first-time visitors to Cozumel, people who enjoy a fun atmosphere, travelers looking for a reasonable value, and people who don't mind crowds. But if you're looking for luxury, romance, quiet, relaxation, or a premium experience, I think there probably are better options elsewhere in Cozumel. Overall, I would give Paradise Beach a 7 out of 10. I'm glad we went. I thought it was a fair value, and at the end of the day, we had fun. But next time we're in Cozumel, I think we'll try somewhere else. Paradise Beach gave us exactly what we paid for, a fun day, but not necessarily a destination we'd plan an entire cruise around. Have you been to Paradise Beach, or do you have another favorite beach club in Cozumel? Please let us know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching Travel with Tony and Nick. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next adventure.